I had to throw in thank you very much. Yay! Merry Christmas to Dan. Merry Christmas to Jim. I hope you enjoyed the song. Up next is my very, very good friend in Australia, Sharon Shaz Fielden. Her memory was that I did my schooling by correspondence from around the age of 6 to 15. And I never met any of my teachers, but my grade 3 teacher, Miss H.B. Cook, was my favorite. She sent me a cassette of Christmas songs, which included some Australian ones, and a little booklet with the lyrics. I still have them somewhere. Yay! So, shout out to H.B. Cook. By the way, I might be related to H.B. Cook. I am half cook. My mother was a cook. And I don't mean in the kitchen. Although she can cook in the kitchen. But her maiden name, Cook. So I'm half cook. I might be related to HB. And I believe John Cook was the... I don't want to say the founder of Australia. You know what I mean. Anyway, so thank you very much, Shaz, for that memory. And then Tawny Stark Van Vliet also contributed this memory. Years ago, my oldest son, who was about 4 years old, told me that he thought I was Santa Claus. And I asked my son, why? And he said, because you and Santa use the same wrapping paper. Smart kid! Deductive reasoning, I like that very much. So in honor of Shaz when she was a child, and in honor of Tawny's very smart child, I'm going to play What Child Is This? What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? Whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. Why lies he in such mean estate, where oxen gnats are feeding? Good Christian, fear for sinners here, the silent word is pleading. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. Oh, raise a song on high, his mother sings her lullaby. Joy, oh joy, for Christ is born, the babe, the Son of Mary. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. There we go. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is Stories and Songs. If you've stumbled on to the show by accident, this is Stories and Songs with yours truly, Miss Tina Z, episode 12, all about the holidays. Yay! Rochelle, yay! Phone glitched. She's back. Yay! I'm glad you're here. Okay, so we have a memory from Karen Sullivan Barker, who's all the way over in the United Kingdom. And it's not such a happy memory. However, it's Christmas related, and it ties in with a song I'm going to do. So, Karen said that I had an unusual and scary experience during my first Christmas season whilst working in Greece. It's not the happiest of memories, but it's a Christmas one that stands out in my mind. I was employed by the British Vice Consulate, and at the time, who assured me that she had sorted out my visa to be able to work there legally after the initial first 3 months. I started work in April 1987 and worked right through until December without a holiday and without having any Sundays off. I worked 8 a.m. till 1 p.m., then going back from 5 till 9 every single day. So come December, I wanted to go home to my family for Christmas, and after such a tough year, I felt I deserved it. However, I needed to produce my visa at the airport to prove that I'd been there legally in Greece, and to get onto the plane. I'd never even seen my visa, and when I asked my employer for it, it turned out that she hadn't actually created one. She didn't want me to leave for the holidays, as it meant that she'd have no one to look after her father, so she refused to give me a visa. So there I was, unbeknownst to me, working illegally and unable to leave the country, as I'd be picked up at the airport for being illegal, and I would have had to deal with that as a criminal. I had a Greek-American male friend there at the time, and so the only thing that we could do was to go to the police, and he, having the gift of gab and a very persuasive nature, managed to talk them into stamping my passport to make me legal by making out that we were engaged to be married. We were not, but it was the only way. I was then able to leave, but when I returned, my job had been given to someone else. The thing that got me the most was that the vice consulate was British. So wouldn't you have thought that she would have been on my side, so to speak? It was such a scary Christmas experience for me, and one that I will never forget. Holy cow. Harrowing experience. Oh my gosh. And just one that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. Sorry that you had to go through that, Karen. And then Rochelle, who's here, whose phone glitched and is now back. She says that every year around Christmas, a house owned by one of the local churches puts on a massive display, and has done so for as long as I can remember. And one of my best childhood memories is being on the school bus and how everybody would rush to the windows to see that big display. Yay, that's a happier memory. But Rochelle, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. I think I asked you last time. Rachelle. I think that's Rochelle. If it's Rachel, I apologize, but I think it's Rochelle. Anyway, she also, at another time, requested The Grinch, which doesn't go with her memory exactly. However, it goes with Karen's quite well. Her boss was a Grinch, for sure, her former boss. So I learned this yesterday. It's so dang low. I had to go 5 steps up, I think. So here we go. It's You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, dedicated to Karen's former boss. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a hill. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black pill. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You have garlic for your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. There it is, by request. Yay! Rochelle. What? Now that's even more confusing, Kirk. Yay! Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays.